Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Dune Awakening video. We have some interesting patch notes from the public test client just released. Let's get into it. Some juicy goss here. Hey there sleepers, this update comes with an exciting introduction that you may have seen in our latest developer blog, PvE and PvP Deep Desert instances. Very exciting. We also have changes to testing station bosses and loot performance improvements, various fixes and more. Take a look, try it out, and let us know what you think. Self-hosted servers will be enabled at a later date. To assist you with the testing, don't forget to take advantage of the progression unlock panel. Okay, so here are some of the highlights. Introduced PvE and PvP Deep Desert instances. All official worlds will now have at least one PvE and PvP instance of the Deep Desert. Holy, it's already here. Made multiple changes to streaming distances to improve performance, memory usage. Altered the drop rate of gear in the testing stations to not heavily favor specific weapons such as the Ancient Way and Pyrockets to make the loot drops more fair. The amount of HP that the bosses have when fought by groups has been lowered in the Overland Imperial testing stations, and reduced the drop rate of less desirable items in the Overland Imperial testing stations, such as the still suit pieces, to prioritize combat-related items. That's very requested for sure. So technical and stability, multiple changes to the distances, client performance, rendering performance, vehicle collision, and animation and UI. Very good. That's all. That's all positive stuff. Vehicles updated the rules on using the vehicle backup tools modes, preventing, restoring, recovering, and relocating tools inside land claims without permission. Okay, that must have been a thing. So here we go. Overland Imperial testing stations. Feedback regarding the difficulty in the stations is something we've been observing closely and gathered that it can be much harder when playing as a group. We want to make the group boss fights more appealing and rewarding to play together. There you go. Therefore, we are lowering the amount of HP bosses have when fought by groups of different size. We will continue to monitor feedback and participate and make adjustments when necessary. They are listening. Reduce 2-player boss health by 3%, 3-player boss health by 5%, and 4-player boss health by 10%. That's huge. Made tweaks to the first electrical puzzle with the goal of it being less punishing and less repetitive if players play through it multiple times. Cool. Altered drop rate of gear in the testing stations to not heavily favor the ancient way. Reduce the drop rate of less desirables and increase the chance of schematic drops. Oh, just an increased chance of schematics. We love that. Reduce the waiting times of the arena. That's good. Okay, so the PvP and PvE instances. All worlds will have at least one of each. Wow. The PvE instance is fully PvE, and the PvP version of the Deep Desert has the PvP area reverted to how it was at launch, starting at the B row outside of the shield wall area. When you enter the Deep Desert from the Overland, the instance selector now clearly indicates the instance for each. The PvP version has increased mining yield and spice harvesting by 2.5 in PvP areas. That's good to know that it's past the past the wall only. Haga Basin is now fully PvE across the entire map, including the shipwrecks. Increase the drop rate for non-combat uniques in the Deep Desert so that there is a higher chance to get the schematics not available in the Overland map dungeons. Oh, that means the tools are increased drop rate. That's cool. Updated all Landsrad mission recipes to only appear in the crafting menu when charges are available. Right, and reduce the amount of fiber resources around the wreck. Oh no, what? Fiber has been nerfed. Did anyone know that? Oh, that's crazy. All right, so user interface. Let's just skim through these. Names of block players involved in events are now replaced by their default names. Ability to toggle UI available inside dialogue. Oh, that's actually important. I always use that one. What else? Let's just skim through. Text labels, voice chat, tutorial buttons, technicals. Okay, so it fixed an issue where weapon augments to increase their rate of fire would result in an exaggerated increase. Oh no, here it is, you guys. Here's the nerf. The amounts stated on the augmentation items themselves are correct and unchanged. What? This fix ensures that the stated values are actually the applied values, especially when multiple rate of fire augments are applied. So there you go, rate of fire. They fixed an issue where it would result in an exaggerated increase. So the crazy fast triple shot fire rate was a bug, unfortunately. So that has been fixed. We'll do some testing on that. The festive tree hologram decoration is no longer climbable. Aw. Smuggler's couches now have proper seating positions and exit seating positions. That's cool. Wow. There you go. There was an ammo container in Smuggler's Run that did not give ammo. The combat. Targeting abilities that would sometimes fail to target NPCs should now always work. Oh my goodness. The whiskey step has been fixed, guys. Do you think? Do you think it's actually been fixed? Fix the bugs causing the effect of certain skills to not apply after logging out and back in. Okay. Fixed an issue upgrading an activated ability that is currently slotted would not initialize the new cooldown or cost properties before reslotting. Okay. Taller NPCs can now reliably aim downward when attacking with melee. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused camera rotation to get stuck after swapping weapon at the same moment as getting staggered. Okay. Fixed an issue that allowed high-grade dual shots and their unique variations to deal significant shield damage. As noted on their info cards, the borrow darts do not damage shields, but rather strive to bypass them. All right. Fixed an issue where health kits were sometimes not consumed after triggering healing. Oh, that happened to me all the time. That's good. Fixed issue where spice prescience can be used infinitely by exiting and re-entering overland maps. No, guys. There's so many nerfs. Oh no. There's no more spice saving. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. Vehicles. Some previously lost vehicles will be sent to recovery. Mainly vehicles that have been lost due to server crash right after restoring the vehicle. Okay. Wrongly repairing vehicle durability. Okay. It's an issue. Lead to vehicles becoming not interactable. Ornithopters now automatically leave vulture mode when a travel request UI pop-up window appears. Prevents them from crashing into the map edge. Nice. Fixed ornithopter vulture mode, not losing speed when going upwards. Oh no, the drift bug has been nerfed. The bug has been nerfed. Fix an issue where the vehicle limit check sometimes did not work correctly after travel. Vehicle modules were getting duplicated when disassembling. Disassembling a vehicle while it is in quicksand. The quicksand bug has been fixed. Fixed customization swatch application when using unique armor pieces and customization appearing on the main menu. Oh my god! Yes! They fixed the character screen. So what was happening was your character would not be wearing their swatches in the main menu. Fixed customization appearing on the main menu. Yes, I think this is it. They fixed that. That's awesome because I used to take photos of my character in the main menu and all of a sudden the swatches stopped being applied. Did you guys notice that? That's huge. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. World building and exploration. Fixed a bug that prevented the tactical rad suit from dropping in higher difficulty. So that means that the graded rad suit is now a thing. You can get higher than grade 0 tactical rad. That's awesome. Fixed an issue where small shipwrecks had some occurrences of them crashing on rock islands. We saw that. Fixed an issue that could leave players stuck in the room after completing 136. Fixed player stuck location inside the Forgotten Lab. Ceiling gap in testing station 10. Advanced trainer NPC was not spawning. Wow. Okay, these are just small little story issues and stuff. Inconsistencies. Arena fights. Models were broken. All right. Deep Desert and Landsrad. Fixed an issue where unrelated rewards would briefly be shown when viewing rewards at the Landsrad House representative. Unrelated rewards would briefly be shown, right? Fixed a case where the same Landsrad missions were offered repeatedly. Oh, I wonder if that's fixed the exploration loop. You can't. Interesting. We'll have to see that one. Fix an issue where a Landsrad mission could be shared repeatedly with another player. Okay, so that was probably user interface. Backpack is full warning on claim menu when the user is unable to claim due to lack of space. On claim menu. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused burning blade schematic to not show up in the short blades category in the exchange. Okay. The sharing of quests has been fixed. All right. Fixed an issue where items in the recycler, which give a non-fixed amount of resource, now show the minimum to maximum range instead of just the minimum. That's cool. We like that. The recycler now says what the max could be as well as the minimum, rather than just the minimum, and sometimes you get more. Fixed bundle preview display after searching in the research. Fix the animation values for panel size in the fabricator menu. Not ready should now say loading when traveling on the overland map. Not ready should now say loading, right? Increase the area the camera can see when zoomed out to be able to see the text of the overland location rec, okay? Several issues, customization not showing correctly on the color swatches. We like that. Fix an issue in the character customization options not defaulting to the player's current selections. Fixed Explorer Helm to receive die pack customization. The construction tool selected the incorrect house swatch. Clarified the description for the stop ability so that it is clear the ability affects it affects enemies in a cone. Very cool. Oh my goodness, guys. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'm definitely going to include the link in the description. Please go through it if you want to have any more detail. And yeah, tell me what you think. Exciting stuff. We'll be actually live testing this very soon. So stay tuned, and I hope I see you on the next one.